Hello everyone. So why me? Today we're going to talk about this question. I'm sure this why me, why this happened to me, मेरे साथ ही क्यों होता है. ये क्वेश्चन हमारे माइंड्स के डोर्स पे कई बार नॉक होता है अपनी लाइफ में. सो इस पे थोड़ी चर्चा करते हैं आज. And often we ask why life is so unfair to me, why some people are just flying free like birds in the sky, and why I am stuck in cage of pain, or some would say I'm stuck in cage of poverty, some would say I'm stuck in heartbreak and whatnot. Sometimes we feel that life is very, very unfair to me, and look at others, that guy doesn't deserve it, and he or she is still enjoying all the happiness. Sometimes we get that illusion through social media also that others are having a great life. But yes, this question always comes knocking at our doors, that मेरे साथ ही क्यों, why me. So उसको स्टार्ट करने के लिए एक कहानी से शुरू करते हैं. And so it is about so there was this wealthy merchant, एक व्यापारी था, उसके पास एक he had a beautiful parrot, but that parrot was in cage. He couldn't fly in the trees. I mean, imagine that a bird whose nature is to fly, that's trapped behind bars. So one day that merchant was preparing, for a business trip to India, and before leaving he asked each of his servants, so what should I bring for you? And since he was asking everyone, तो उसने तोते से भी पूछ लिया. He asked the parrot also, hey little one, what do you want? And so the parrot didn't ask for seeds, good food, or a golden cage or sweet fruit. She just said, when you go to India, where the wild parrots just live freely, tell them about me. Tell them I'm stuck in a cage longing to fly. Ask them, is this fair? While they fly in the wind and sing under the sun, I am trapped here. So what did I do to deserve this? So if you remember this question, please ask that. Now I'll take a pause here from the story, and don't you think how many of us feel like that parrot? We look around and see others enjoying freedom, love, money, health. Meanwhile, we feel stuck, caged, forgotten, and we cry out, why me? Is this fair? So let me also give you a real world example to explain that the why is it fair, that why that seems to be unfair, and why is it fair. Because we need to realize that without the thorn, कांटे के बिना गुलाब तो नहीं होगा. So without रावण के बिना राम भी पॉसिबल नहीं है. So without hardship we don't grow, without loss we don't appreciate, without the cage we may never truly learn how to fly. So maybe that could be the reason. But let's say go to a real world example that happened in 2014. So a woman named Lizzie Velasquez, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. So she was browsing the internet, and she stumbled across a YouTube video called The World's Ugliest Woman, and it had millions of views, and it was about her. So she was born with a very rare syndrome that prevents her from gaining weight. She's blind in one eye, and throughout her childhood she was bullied for how she looked. People called her names, mocked her, avoided her, and the rest. So at first obviously she was devastated and asked this question, why me? Cried, maybe isolated herself, questioned, got into depression, whatnot. Why this phase? Why me? Why this pain? But instead of staying caged in bitterness, she made a choice. She stood up and began sharing her story. Raw, real story full of both pain and strength. And eventually she ended up giving a TED talk that shook the world. She became an author, a motivational speaker, and a voice for the voiceless. So she turned that very thing that was used to shame her into a platform to lift others. Was it fair? Absolutely not. But was it powerful? Was it transformative? Yes, beyond words, a deeper freedom for her. Now come back to the let's come back to the parrot story. So the merchant goes to India and finds the wild parrots and tells them what his caged parrot said. Suddenly, one of the free parrots hear the story and drops dead, just like that. It falls to the ground. The merchant is shocked. Then he returned home and tells his parrot the story. And the moment parrot hears it, she too drops dead. Now, merchant opened the cage thinking she's gone, but the parrot suddenly flies out alive and free. What happened? That wild parrot in India sent a secret message: play it dead. Let go of attachment. Stop clinging to the cage. That's how you escape. Now, this is I think one of the story that's probably from Rumi, one of the greatest spiritual scholar that I truly admire. So that's the Rumi's ultimate answer to why me, or that's his ultimate answer to unfairness. Freedom doesn't always mean breaking the bars. Sometimes it means breaking the illusion, letting go of the need for control, for fairness, for answer. Surrender. And in that surrender, you become free. What this means for you. So when you ask why is life so unfair, and Rumi's parrot may gently whispers, maybe it's not unfair. Maybe it's your transformation chamber. Maybe the very pain you wish to avoid is the exact thing that will set you free. It's okay to cry, it's okay to feel trapped, but don't stop there, like the parrot. I mean, don't stop there, because like the parrot, sent that message to heavens through that merchant who was going to India. She just poured out, her heart, and then be still. Let the answer come. Let the illusion fall, and when it's time, the cage will open. So, a message from that parrot: if you're feeling stuck, if you feel life has been cruel to you, remember that parrot. She didn't get angry. She didn't break the cage. She turned her pain into poetry. She spoke with honesty, and when the time came, she let go and flew. And Rumi's another famous quote is, the wound is the place where the light enters you. So maybe, just maybe, the most unfair moments in your life are the cracks through which your soul can shine. So let life be unfair, let it be strange. Let the thorn and rose, both bloom inside you, because that's where the real flight begins. So I hope it helps.